Hi, Joel Johnson here with Better Money Rhode Island. Today we're talking about estate planning. Have you done proper estate planning? What actually is estate planning? When people think of estate planning, sometimes they make it really complicated. It sounds overwhelming. They think maybe they're going to go to an attorney that, doesn't explain things in a simple way. They're just going to get confused and overwhelmed. Or maybe worse yet, they get advice from outside sources that don't really know anything about estate planning. So I want to boil it down to three basics. One is asset protection. The second is control. And the third is minimization of fees and taxes. So asset protection, control, minimization of fees and taxes. Let's talk about asset protection for just a moment. What would that be? That would be things like going into a nursing home. Are you going to have to spend all your money down because you end up in a nursing home? Or are you going to have to spend more than you wanted to? What about lawsuits? In this day and age, everybody's suing somebody else. And well, maybe not everybody, maybe not you, but a lot of people are getting sued. And so, somebody slips on your sidewalk because of the snow. Maybe you get in a car accident. Maybe a child that you have gets in a car accident with your vehicle. That's asset protection, and proper estate planning will protect you against those things. The second is control. Now, what we talk about a lot with clients is how do you make sure once you die, if you leave assets to kids and grandkids, that your values continue on? That's what I call control, or control from the grave. You can actually make sure that you control your assets in the way they're spent, the way they're used from the grave. So Wendy and I, my wife, we have 4 boys. We've set up trusts so they don't just inherit money in a lump sum, and so that there are certain incentives for them to spend money the proper way. So that's the second component, control. And then, of course, minimization of fees and taxes. We all know that there are these things called probate fees. For some people, they're a big issue. For other people, they're not. We have estate taxes on a federal and a state level. How are you going to minimize those taxes? Have you done proper estate planning? I want you to get a copy of this resource called The Greatest Gift. Get a copy of my resource, The Greatest Gift. It's going to give you the basics of estate planning. Go to BetterMoneyRhode Island.com. Again, BetterMoneyRhode Island.com. Get a copy of your estate planning guide.